Hey, what's up? My name's Moose from Grandma's House Audio. Check me out online, grandmashouseaudio.com. This is the first video of a whole weekly series of videos called Drum Week. How creative and original, I know. You've probably watched videos online already, like how to EQ your snare or how to compress your kick drum. You've also probably heard those same people say, it starts with good sounding drums to begin with. Well, all this week, I'm going to be showing you my take on how to make your drums sound good to begin with. And today's topic, drum tuning. Now, even if you don't play drums, but you're into recording, you want to learn how to tune drums. This is because it'll save you so much more time in the end. While you're recording, if they sound good to begin with, you have more time to be creative. First, you want to loosen all the lugs and take the old drum head off, which I already did. So if you had a new head, you'd put it on, but I'm going to be using my old head. But if you had a new head, you just put it back on, and you're going to actually want to put your hands on the center like this and push down to kind of stretch it out and seat the drum head. This is kind of like when you're putting new strings on a guitar and you kind of pull them a little bit to stretch them out. After you do that, you're going to put all the lugs in the little holes, and you're going to tighten them up hand tight. Now that I have all my lugs hand tight, I'm going to go around with my drum key and tighten up each lug about a whole turn in a star pattern. The reason why I do it in a star pattern is because the metal rim on the drum head, you don't want to warp or bend. Okay, so I went around and tightened all the lugs by one turn, and there's still a little bit of wrinkles in it. Maybe because it's an old head, I don't know. But I'm actually going to go around and do the same thing, maybe only a half turn this time, whatever it takes to get the wrinkles out. Okay, so now that I got all the wrinkles out of my drum head, this next part you can actually do a lot of different ways. You can use something like this, which is the drum dial. It shows the tension on your head. Or you can actually do it old school and do it by ear. The way you do that is you get a drumstick and you tap on the drum head by each lug and make sure they're the same tone. And you do that all the way around and get a balanced tone. I actually do a hybrid of both. I use the drum dial. You do it the same way, you just put it by the lug, and it actually has a readout of what the tension is by that lug. So I'll go around usually 2 or 3 times, make sure the tension is all close, and then I go around and do it by ear. I find that it makes this process go faster just because then the tension's all relative, and then I do it by ear because it doesn't really matter what the tension of your drum is. Nobody's going to know what that is. Nobody's going to care what it is. All they're going to care about is if it sounds good. So that's why I do it by ear on my final step. Okay, so now that I went around with my drum dial and made sure all the tensions are relatively close, I just put my hand in the middle of the drum just to stop some ringing. And then, like I said earlier, just take your drumstick and just tap the drum head a little bit away, about 1 inch away from the rim by each lug. So start with 1. And then right across from the drum, do the same thing. So they're relatively close. Now I'll just go all the way around and do the same thing and get them all close. Okay, so now I got everything tuned up. This is what my snare sounds like. So that's all I do, and I pretty much apply the same technique to all the drums that I have. If you have any questions, comment below. This is Josh Moose from Grandma's House Audio. Thanks for watching.